Welcome to Arise. So we are in a very, I don't know, what do you call it? It's not really intense, but it's something that is really just kind of going over in my mind. What exactly is Jesus saying here? So the rich young ruler has just left, and then Jesus turns to his disciples and tells them, "Assuredly, as I say to you, it is hard for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven." But he doesn't stop there. So in verse 24 of chapter 19, he says, "And again I say to you." So he's repeating himself on this. "Again I say to you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven." And we really don't need to just kind of mess this up. We need a revelation here because, listen, it's not that Christians aren't supposed to be making money. We are to make money. Why? Because we don't have, when it's talking about being poor, it's not talking about that we're being poor in the sense of not having any money. It's talking about being humble and reverent to the Lord, poor and contrite spirit. So when we look into this one, it's just like, okay, so what is it? See, the thing is remember, the young man who came in, his thing is he was all about being perfect. And we learned yesterday about that it's not about being perfect. It's about, are you following him? Because listen, there were people that were funding Jesus and his disciples, and they were giving money, and continue to see that with Paul, and where there are different people that are funding them. So there's got to be the people who are making the money, who are contributing to advance God's kingdom. Because here's the thing, remember the disciples, we don't really recognize any of them as being rich, correct? So if they aren't rich, then what are they concerned about in getting into the kingdom of heaven? Because their response to what Jesus says is, then what can we do? Who can ever be saved? So I don't think that it's about being rich that is holding them back, but it's about being humble and knowing that Jesus is Lord, and you're not perfect in your own strength. You are living and you are being perfected into the likeness of Christ because you are following him. It's not about your actions, it's about your submission.